Good morning, students. So let's continue with the chapter. Let's go on to illustration 11. Calculate Q1, Q3, D9 and P70 from the following data. So they have given us only the X values. So first column will be serial number and X values. So how many numbers have they given us? 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. We need to arrange it from ascending to descending order. 120, 150, 170, 180, 181, 187, 190, 192, 200 and 210. So what do we find out? Q1, Q3. So first we find Q1. Q1 is equal to size of n plus 1 divided by 4th item. N is 10 plus 1 divided by 4, that is 11 divided by 4, it is 2.75 item. So it is size of second item plus 0.75. So 0.75 will be size of third item minus size of second item. Size of third item minus size of second item. So size of second item is how much? It is 150 plus 0.75 into 170 minus 150. So it is 150 plus 0.75 into 20. 150 plus 15, that is 165. Next we need to find Q3. Size of 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4th item. So it is 3 into 10 plus 1 divided by 4. 3 into 11 divided by 4. 33 divided by 4, that is 8.25th item. So that will be size of 8th item plus 0.25 into size of 9th item minus size of 8th item. So what is the size of 8th item? It is 192 plus 0.25 into 200 minus 192. So 192 plus 0.25 into 8. 192 plus 2, that is 194. So you might be thinking, why have I done it in this way? It is 8.25th item. So that lies between 8th and the 9th item. So we write size of 8th item, whatever is the first digit, plus 0.25. In bracket we will be taking size of the next number, that is 9th item minus size of 8th item. Next we need to find D9. Size of 9 into n plus 1 divided by 10th item. So 9 into 10 plus 1 divided by 10. 9 into 11 divided by 10, that is 9.9th item. So that will be size of 9th item plus 0.9 into size of 10th item minus size of 9th item. So what is size of 9th item? 200 plus 0.9 into 210 minus 200. So it will be 200 plus 9, that is 209. Next we need to find P70, that is size of 70 into n plus 1 divided by 100th item. So 70 into 10 plus 1 divided by 100. We get 7.7th item. So it is size of 7th item plus 0.7 into size of 8th item minus size of 7th item. So it is 190 plus 0.7 into 192 minus 190. It is 190 plus 1.4, that is 191.4. Therefore Q1 is equal to 165, Q3 is equal to 194, D9 is equal to 209, D70 is equal to 191.4. Clear? Take down the next illustration. Calculate median quartiles, 6th decile and 70th percentile from the following data. So they have given us marks and number of students. So they have given a less than marks. So this is cumulative frequency. We need to find out the frequency. They have given us less than 80, 70, 60. So it is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80. What will be the cumulative frequency? First one is 5, 13, 20, 32, 60, 80, 90 and 100. So we have done it in the reverse form. Next we need to find out frequency. 5, 13 minus 5, 8, 20 minus 13, 7, 32 minus 20, 12, 60 minus 32, 28, 80 minus 60, 20, 90 minus 80, 10, 100 minus 90 is 10. So what is n? N is equal to 100. So first we need to find out median. M is equal to size of n by 2th item. So 100 by 2, that is 50th item. See a cumulative frequency. Where does 50th item lie? It lies in median class 40 to 50. So it is median class 40 to 50. What is the formula? M is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf divided by f into I. 40 plus 50 minus 32 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 18 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 6.43, that is 46.43. Therefore median or Q2 is equal to 46.43. Next we need to find Q1. It is n divided by 4th item. What is n? 100 divided by 4, that is 25th item. Go to the cumulative frequency. Where is the 25th item? It lies in the class interval 30 to 40. Next line. Q1 lies in the class 30 to 40. So what is the formula? Cumulative frequency will be 20, frequency will be 12. So Q1 is equal to L1 plus n by 4 minus Cf divided by f into I. 30 plus 25 minus 20 divided by 12 into 10. 30 plus 5 divided by 12 into 10. 30 plus 4.17, that is 34.17. Next we need to find Q3. It is 3 into n by 4th item. 3 into 100 divided by 4, that is 75th item. Go to the cumulative frequency. 75th item lies in the class interval 50 to 60. So therefore Q3 lies in 50 to 60. So what is cumulative frequency? It is 60, and what will be the frequency? It is 20. So what is the formula? Q3 is equal to L1 plus 3n divided by 4 minus Cf divided by F into I. So it is 50 plus 75 minus 60 divided by 20 into 10. 50 plus 15 by 20 into 10. 50 plus 7.5, that is 57.5. Therefore Q3 is equal to 57.5. Then they have asked us to find D6. D6 is equal to 6n divided by 10th item. 6 into 100 divided by 10, that is 60th item. So what will be the class interval? It will be 40 to 50. So D6 lies in 40 to 50. D6 is equal to L1 plus 6n divided by 4 minus Cf divided by F into I. L1 is 40 plus 60 minus 32 divided by 28 into 10. 40 plus 28 divided by 28 into 10. So it is 40 plus 10, that is 50. Therefore D6 is equal to 50. Last we need to find P70. That is 70 into n divided by 100th item. 70 into 100 divided by 100, that is 70th item. Where does it lie? P70 lies in 50 to 60. So cumulative frequency is 28. So cumulative frequency is 60 and frequency is 20. So it is P70 is equal to L1 plus 70n divided by 100 minus Cf divided by F into I. 50 plus 70 minus 60 divided by 20 into 10. 50 plus 10 divided by 20 into 10. 50 plus 5, that is 55. So therefore median is 46.43. Q1 34.16. Q3 57.5. D6 50 and P70 is 55. Clear? So take down illustration 13. Following is the distribution of marks obtained in economics by 50 students. They have given us more than data. So calculate median marks, and if 60% of the students pass, find the minimum marks obtained by a pass candidate. So first will be marks, that is class interval. Second column will have frequency, and the third column will be cumulative frequency. So 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. How do we find the frequency? 50 minus 46, 4. 46 minus 46. 40 minus 20, 20. 20 minus 10, 10. 10 minus 3, 7. And last will be 3. Then we find cumulative frequency 4. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 20, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. 47 and 50. So what is n? N is equal to 50. So first we need to find median, that is n by 2th item. How much is n? 50. 50 by 2 item, that is 25th item. So what is the class interval for 25th item? See the cumulative frequency, it is 20 to 30. Therefore median class is 20 to 30. So median is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf divided by F into I. 20 plus 25 minus, what is the cumulative frequency? 10. What is the frequency? 20. Divided by 20. into 10. So it is 20 plus 15 by 20 into 10. 20 plus 7.5, that is 27.5. Next, they have asked if 60% of the students pass the test, find minimum marks obtained by a pass candidate. So if 60% have passed, 40% have failed out of 100. They have asked us to find out minimum marks obtained by a pass candidate, which means we need to find P40. So write down the second one. Since 60% candidates are passed and 40% have failed, comma, the minimum pass marks are given by P40, full stop. In other words, we have to find the value of P40. So what will be P40? 40 into n divided by 100. 40 into 50 divided by 100th item. That is size of 20th item. Go to the cumulative frequency. Again, the class interval will be 20 to 30. So P40 is equal to L1 plus 40n divided by 100 minus Cf divided by F into I. 20 plus 20 minus 10 divided by 20 into 10. 20 plus 10 divided by 20 into 10. 20 plus 5, that is 25. Therefore, minimum marks obtained by a pass candidate is 25. So you might be thinking, why have I found out P40 and not P60? We already know that 60% of students have passed the test. To find out the minimum marks, 40% have failed. So we find P40 so that we can get what is the minimum marks these 40% students need to pass the test. Clear? So that's all for today. We shall be continuing the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.